Olá, colegas da Conexão Califórnia. Nós temos um prazer de conversar aqui agora com a Karen Lansing, que esteve no Brasil alguns anos atrás. E ela fez uma pesquisa muito interessante com o uso do cérebro antes e depois do EMDR, mostrando redução de atividade. Ela tem também um trabalho com policiais e com militares. Então, eu queria saber um pouco mais como é que a vida dela tem caminhado em relação a essa pesquisa depois desses anos já. So, thank you again for speaking to us, and I'd like to know what has happened in terms of research that you carried out a few years ago in relation to the brain and images of the brain pre and post EMDR, and how that has impacted your practice and our practice in general.
Yes. The brain imaging that we did was able to see the impact of PTSD in the brain in very specific ways, in very specific regions of the brain. We were able to take pictures before we had done any trauma resolution work with EMDR therapy, so we could get a baseline of what PTSD looked like in the brain. We were able to capture still shots of EMDR occurring in that study, as well as once we were finished with doing all the trauma resolution work, how the brain looked once they were no longer with PTSD. And the benefit of that study was to really be able to prove that PTSD is actually an injury to the brain and that it can actually be fully recovered from. And so that was really helpful. We did a first study on a firefighter paramedic, and we were able to see that we could actually capture these things. And then I was able to get funding from the EMDR Institute to go ahead and do this with 6 officers involved in shootings on duty, and to see their PTSD getting worked through. So it was really helpful to really confirm that this isn't something they're making up, and that it is actually curable.
Perfect. And just out of curiosity, when you talked about the baseline, did you ask the participants to think about traumatic situations, or was it just the brain as it is?
Very
I mean,
good.
with no influence or anything?
Good question. I was actually wanting to not have them think about their trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dr. Daniel Amen, who did the brain imaging for the study, he and I discussed it, and we thought it may be good to have them doing a concentration test, so they're actually focusing on something other than their trauma, rather than just laying there, because you never know if the trauma would be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was, we had them doing a computerized concentration test, and we did that before and after we did the middle EMDR session, where we actually did do the trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much
welcome.
for
You're
all of
welcome.
this update.
All
Okay.
right, thank you.
Ok, colegas, obrigado então a Karen Lansing, e depois voltamos mais com notícias da nossa Conexão Califórnia.